Time and time again, we've seen politicians and opinion columnists cite the year when discussing the idea of forcing some sort of gender dogma into policy. Equality of outcome, of course, not equality of opportunity. Barack Obama cited the year regarding the wage gap.
That's why this Congress still needs to pass a law that makes sure a woman is paid the same as a man for doing the same work. It's 2015. It's time.
I can only assume he mentioned the year because he believes it is predicated on discrimination or the old ways. However, there's no legitimate evidence for such a claim. All evidence that has been submitted to that effect has been deemed faulty in numerous fatal ways. More recently, a man by the name of Justin Trudeau was elected as Canada's new Prime Minister. He has previously tweeted, "I am a feminist, I'm proud to be a feminist, hashtag up for debate," and that should raise a few red flags for most people. In fact, put those red flags away. Certain feminists may confuse that for being sympathetic to their cause. Trudeau selected the first cabinet that had an equal number of men and women on it. He was asked about why he did it. "I don't have anything against exact gender parity in a cabinet as long as it is attained through merit." Maybe Trudeau will have said, "These are just the people I happen to choose. They are the most qualified candidates I could find for the job." Maybe it's just a matter of happenstance and he wasn't actually selecting people on the criteria of which genitals they happen to possess. Now, let's see how Trudeau handled the specific question about his cabinet choices.
Your cabinet, you said, looks a lot like Canada, and I understand one of the priorities for you was to have a cabinet that was gender balanced. Why was that so important to you?
Because it's 2015. Canadians elected extraordinary members of Parliament from across the country, and I am glad to have been able to highlight a few of them in this cabinet here with me today.
His very eloquent, thought-out, and thorough answer was, "Because it's 2015." Every single word after "because it's 2015" is absolute fluff. The only part of his response that answered the why was citing the year we are currently living in. Forgive me for being pedantic, but I don't think that is entirely why Trudeau found it important to have a gender-balanced cabinet. I have a very strong hunch that he didn't simply pull out a calendar and think to himself, "Oh my goodness, it's 2015. I've almost run out of time." I presume that it didn't go a little something like this. Oh, Putin. You're so crazy.
Mr. Trudeau?
Yep.
Did you know that it was 2015?
What? Yeah, okay. Haha, very... Mother of God. Okay. Won't be that bad. Won't be that bad. No. Okay. God damn it! I presume it was because of some sort of vague idea that women are discriminated against in some sense regarding specific government jobs. Maybe he just wanted more women in his cabinet regardless of qualification. He set out to enact a gender-balanced cabinet. When you do that, it is a distinct possibility that you'll need to pass up a more qualified candidate in favor of another because of their genitals, in either direction. If he could clarify, that would be wonderful. Why should he have to clarify? Well, because it's 2015. This really is just a rhetorical tactic that people enjoy using in order to imply that their opposition is still living in the past, aren't up with the times, have been preventing progress, etc., etc. His decision was not based on the date in any sense, and that is a monumentally stupid answer which can be thrown out regardless of what position you happen to hold. It's as vacuous gets. And regarding choosing people for certain jobs on the basis of sex, this is the main problem with this worldview. They stop at the gender of the specific people mentioned and stop digging. They should be defining people by their actions and character, but they're defining people by their gender, race, or sexual orientation, and nothing else. They're advocating for the complete reversal of everything accomplished during the civil rights movement in the United States. It is through ideas such as these that inequality arises in regards to these differences. If one is defined by these things and nothing else, it is very easy to allow for inequality to surface because, well, we're different in fatal ways and should be treated differently because of that, excluding legitimate biological differences in regards to sex. Women should be dealt with kid gloves on, because unless we enforce parity, there's no way they'd reach the top. I hope everyone can see the sexist undertones inherent in that statement. It allows people to take into account what you are as opposed to who you are. It allows for dehumanization in the sense that no one is an individual. Who they are is determined by whatever they look like. How they should be treated is determined by whatever they look like. How much compassion they deserve is defined by whatever they look like. And whether someone is hired or not is determined by whatever they look like. And if that's something you stand by, then you can, in no sense of the term, claim to be pro-equality, because you are the historical antithesis of that concept. And why do I believe that? Because it's 2015. I would also like to ask both Trudeau and Barack Obama when it would be insufficient to cite the year whenever one is pushing some sort of agenda. Also, wouldn't it have been okay to cite the date in 2013? What about 2010? What about in the future? Will it be okay to cite the date in 2017? How about 2021? Here are some statements just as substantial as Obama's and Trudeau's. We need to outlaw abortion completely. It's an embarrassment in 2015. We need to repeal all restrictions on firearms. I mean, come on, people, it's 2015. We should regulate speech because bad speech hurts the feelings of others. It's 2015. All Republicans should be slaughtered en masse. Goodness gracious, it's 2015. We should give every 48-year-old man a motorcycle. Come on, people, it's 2015. People who make YouTube videos should be provided the most luxurious lifestyle we can manage, a lifestyle mirroring that of the most wealthy of citizens for the simple act of making YouTube videos because it is 2015. Perhaps someone could tell me why those statements are less substantial. Remember, everyone, if you have an agenda to push, just blurt out the year and thunderous applause will be yours to revel in. Why do I hold this position? Well, I don't think I have to say it. Have a wonderful day.